Hello and welcome to the World of EDC. My name's Jeff and today we're going to be doing our drawing for the 100 subscriber giveaway for $25. I just want to start off by saying thank you to everyone that has liked all the videos, commented, helped drive the traffic to the channel. To Patty, thank you for your support, and without any ado, let's go ahead and see if we can't get a winner drawn. The video's already been put in. There's 16 unique comments. Let's see. Oh, there it is. 16 unique comments. Sorry about that delay. It's the first, like I said, it's the first time I ever done this. Randomly drawing. Winner is MC. And I'm pretty sure I've seen this done before. It would normally show oh, there it is. I'm stupid and or blind, pardon me. What other EDC items do you carry? I carry knives, multi-tools, flashlights, an array of things. I suggest you check out my most recent updated EDC video if you would like to see everything that I carry on a daily basis. So MC, there's my email address is going to be in the description of this video. Send me an email with what you want, whether it be a gift card, a knife, whatever items up to $25 of value, and we'll get your email, or not your email, your mailing address and whatever else, and we'll get you whatever you want mailed off to you. So congratulations to everybody else. Thank you for your participation. We have a lot of questions to get into, so let's go ahead and get into it. The first question is a very weird question. I have no idea how to answer it. It says, congratulations. My question to you, do you agree the answers to the universe, or the answer to the ultimate question of life, the universe, and everything is 42? I have no idea what that means, so I'm going to just go ahead and say yes. Where's your favorite place to find a good knife? I actually really love going to Spyderco. The flagship store is here in Golden, Colorado. I don't live in Golden, Colorado, but it's like a 20-minute drive from me, so I go to Golden to Spyderco to buy a knife a couple times a year. It's very dangerous for me to go in there. I spend a lot more money than I ever anticipate going in there or plan on going in there. So that's where I like to go to get a good knife. Why do you like the Rat 2? I love the Rat 2 because for right about $27 right now, you can get just an awesome, dependable knife. It covers all the bases. It's just an all-around awesome knife, and especially considering the price. I mean, other than Aussate steel, which, I mean, if it is your first knife, Aussate is great. So, I mean, it's easy to sharpen, it holds a good edge. I just love the Rat 2. Now that you can get them in D2, I don't see why you would ever not want a Rat 2, or even a Rat 1. Is there a knife that really sparked the hobby for you? There are a couple of knives that sparked the hobby for me. The very first knife that got me into getting the knife bug and the knife ball rolling is the Kershaw Oh So Sweet. And I don't have one right now, but it led me into getting this knife, the Spyderco. Let me see, make sure you're in frame. Yep, the Spyderco Tenacious. I carried this knife for a long time, and the reason why, it's just, it really is an awesome knife. It just covers all my bases, and I fell in love with it very early, and it led me to other knives. And so if I had to pick one, it would be the Tenacious. Let's see, what's the... Oh, Sparked, we did that one. Hi. What do you think of small folding knives under 3 inches? I love to carry a secondary knife. Dragonfly 2 being one of my favorites. Sub 3-inch knife to me is kind of crucial. I have many different examples. I have where's my I have my ladybug. Pretty sure that the chaparral, awesome knife. I'm pretty sure it's 2.92 inches. I have my Pilar around here somewhere as well. I like carrying a larger and a smaller knife, and so I really like small folders, and it's just something that I think that everyone should carry, because you don't need to be whipping out like a huge sword to open a package. I mean, a dragonfly or something like that will definitely get the job done for you. So I think that they are absolutely essential to EDC. EDC flashlight. I carry most recently for the last 6 months, I've been carrying the SR2 mini baton. I carry it because it puts out a lot of lumens, over 1,000 lumens for a very small package, very manageable package. But I've also carried other things, like this one here. This is the Anchor Boulder rechargeable. It has 2 different modes. I think about 90 lumens for one and around 180 lumens for the other. That's a decent carry. There's other, like the Streamlight rechargeable, also the Streamlight Stylus Pro and the Mini. Love both of these flashlights. I carry this one a lot, and it's got a really good patina on it. I just really love they call them pin lights, and then obviously the copper O-light. This has got a really great patina on it, being in copper, and I don't carry it as much because it's a little heavy for its size. But those are some of the knives or flashlights that I've carried. If I'm gonna recommend one, it's gonna be the SR2 mini baton. For like 60-70 bucks, you get several different modes, magnetic rechargeable. I mean, you get the whole package, easy to carry for, like I said, 60-70 bucks. So if I had to pick one light to recommend to everyone or carry for the rest of my life, it would probably be that one right now. I'm assuming that there's going to be more and more innovations, and so it might be obsolete eventually, but for right now, I think it's the best. Personally, I think it's the best. Flashlights, Spyderco or Benchmade? So let's go. Where's my? I guess it's a hard decision for me to make. Let me just go ahead and simplify. So I got the PM or the Par 3 lightweight and Spyderco bug out, just for my examples to hold in hand. I absolutely love Benchmade. I only started getting Benchmades within the last year or so, because I had this idea in my mind, and I had heard it several times, that you pay more for the butterfly and you don't necessarily get the value back for it. And this is kind of like the negative stereotype against Benchmade. But one day I finally broke down, and I was looking for, oh, here it is. And now that I broke down and I said, all right, you know what? The Griptilian I've never heard a bad thing about. So let me go ahead and get one. I got it on deal from Amazon. I think I got it for like $86. Forgive me if I'm wrong, but I'm sure it was around $90. I'm pretty sure the number that comes to mind is $86. And for that price, I mean, I felt like I could do no wrong. And this knife sparked me into the world of getting Benchmades. And since then, I've got 2 bug outs: the Griptilian, the MIDI Griptilian, a 940, and I think there's another one that I can't think of right now, but it opened the world of Benchmade to me, and I absolutely love Benchmade. With that being said, Spyderco has a place that's near and dear to my heart, because I feel like without Spyderco and the Tenacious and having Bench or Spyderco's flagship store literally right down the road. It's like a 20-30 minute drive depending on traffic from me. So I can go there and get information, talk to knife guys that are in a knife store every single day. And so I don't think I would have had the interest to have all the knives that I have, be doing this channel, and be interested in knives on the internet as far as other people's YouTube channels and all the information that I gather through everybody that's putting out information. None of that would exist without Spyderco. So I have to go with Spyderco over Benchmade, but that's not to say that Benchmade doesn't make a great knife. I love Benchmade as well, but if I'm having to pick, I have to go Spyderco. But please don't force me to say if you can only own one for the rest of your life. Then you're getting into troubled waters, because I don't know that I'd be able to make that choice. Hey Jeff, my question is, how long have you been into knives? Roughly, the knife collecting, I think, started around 2012. But I've always had pocket knives, buck knives from my grandpa, and whatnot. But as far as like really being into knives, 2012, and then 2015 is when it really got major for me. Let's see, what's the next question here? If traditionals are... if traditionals are underrated compared to tacticals, underrated, I don't know if that's the word, but I think that they get overlooked more than tactical knives. I'm not a huge fan of traditionals personally, but I see their beauty. There's a few channels that I follow that are really into traditionals, and I never miss a video. And so, while I can see their beauty, do I think that they're underrated? Maybe to the like mass public of knife enthusiasts, maybe they're underrated, but to those that are into traditionals, they love them through and through. So I don't know. I really don't know what answer to give you for that question. What currency knife? So my current for today EDC is I was carrying the 940, and I don't know where I put it now. It's in the box somewhere. But I switch pocket knives every couple of days, unless I'm carrying something for review because it's new. I typically switch out every couple of days. So but if I don't have anything on the menu, oh, there's my 940. That's what I've been carrying today, the 940, and I was carrying the Kershaw Atmos with it as my beater and my normal EDC knife. What does it take to knock out of my pocket? Not a lot. Not a lot at all. What multi-tool do I carry? Now, my Gerber dime is on my keys every single day, never leaves. 90% of the time I carry the Leatherman Rev. This one is actually a newer one. I just broke my other one, so I went and bought another Rev, but typically it's either this Leatherman, or I have a couple of like if I know I'm going to do something where it's going to be hard work, I'll carry some of these cheapos. I'm very hard on multi-tools, so I always buy like a $15, $20 in a multi-tool that it's a beater, because I know that when I'm going out for whatever task and it's going to be hard and I'm going to need a multi-tool, but I'm probably going to end up breaking it, because in my experience most multi-tools don't hold up very well in the long run, especially when you're putting them to hard use. So I'm of the mindset of buy a cheap one, it'll get the job done until it breaks, and then when it breaks you're not heartbroken over losing $100 or $200. You just lost $20. It's replaceable. It's very, very hard for me, and I'm sure a lot of you out there, to buy something for $100, $200 and then use it a few times and have it break. And my experience with multi-tools is that they're functional, they serve a purpose, but at the end of the day it's not the most reliable. I mean, an actual pair of pliers are going to be better 100% of the time than a multi-tool plier. And that's just my experience. Your mileage may vary. That's just my opinion on it. What other EDC items do you carry? I actually carry a lot of little gadgets as far as like technology and whatnot are concerned. I do have plans on doing a bag dump, and most of my technology stuff, power banks and different things like that, are in my bag. So I plan on doing a bag dump, but that's like some of the other stuff that I carry. Also a lot of notebooks and whatnot for taking notes for my job. I have 3 different categories, 3 different books of things for previous jobs, current jobs, upcoming jobs, material lists that I keep for record keeping for the company, so we can kind of see how much a job is costing as far as what we're putting out versus what we're bringing in. So that's some of the stuff that I carry with me every day as well. What is your favorite blade steel and why? You know, I'm not a real steel snob. I'm slowly but surely acquiring the taste for blade steel snobbery, because as my knife collection evolves and I get into better steels, like on my 0450, it's S35 VN, but it has better blade steel than most of my other knives, like I don't know, the Tenacious, or even like my Manix 2. It has a better blade steel than S35 VN, and I'm starting to appreciate it because I'm seeing, you know, instead of just having other people saying, oh, it holds the edge better, big whoop if I'm not seeing it, like seeing it myself. But when you actually get it in person, you're like, okay, you know, weeks and months later, you're going, oh, this thing's still sharp. Whereas like HCR 13 MOV would have been dull by now. I'd have been sharpening it. So if I had to pick one right now, currently, it's the S35 VN, but that's probably going to evolve very shortly because, like I said, my taste in blade steels has evolved. I really like D2. There's a couple of others. I'm not a fan of S30V, and because I keep having issues with it, and so if I had to pick one that's not, I really don't like S30. It's supposed to be in the quote-unquote super steel category, but my experiences with it is it just chips way too easy. Maybe it was the heat treat on my bug out, and also on my PM2, but 2 different companies are having issues, so I'm less leaning towards heat treat and more leaning towards the steel. So if I had to pick one that I love, it's S35 right now, but I'm sure that's going to evolve because I'm starting to get into other steels, to answer your question. What do you sharpen knives with? Do you freehand, or do you have another system? I forgot about this comment, but so I didn't bring, but I have freehand stones, and I also have the Spyderco Sharp Maker. I'm not particularly good at either one because I'm good enough to get an edge to cut, but it's not like shaving sharp or anything like that. I plan on getting like a KME or a fixed sharpening system, like a KME or an Edge Pro Apex, or what do they call it, a Wicked Sharp, something like that, where it holds the position of the knife and the grindstone in place for you. I think that would serve me well. I also have a one of them Canyon Work Sharp things, but I only use that for the kitchen knives because, I mean, I don't really want to put my EDC knives through that grinder. But for kitchen knives, I don't really care, and it gives you a really good edge for a while. And then you just have to make sure that you clean off any shavings or whatever else. But so I do have sharpening stones. I think I have 4,000 grit all the way down to like 150 grit, a strop, and then the Spyderco Sharp Maker. Do you carry a first aid kit with your EDC? If so, what does it contain? Good luck to all. I typically do not carry a first aid kit on my person. There's one in the work truck, and the work truck's typically with me wherever I'm at. There's one at home. It's just a basic, I think 150 piece first aid kit. I will say that I have been looking into tourniquets, because my eyes have been open to, if you're going to be a responsible gun carrier, concealed carry permit holder, and you're willing to be a sheepdog, you should be willing to save the wolves as well. So if you're willing to stop the threat, you should be willing to save it as well, because, well, it's political. But so I'm looking into tourniquets, and possibly a small, like, ankle first aid kit I could carry with when I'm wearing pants, but I haven't quite got there yet. But as far as this question is concerned, I don't carry one on my person. One in the truck, one in the house. Around 150 pieces. They're just the generic ones that you'd find on Amazon, and I kind of change a few things out here and there. I don't like the ace bandages that come in those typically, so I'll get my own ace bandage and swap that out. Just little things like that. But so basically basic stuff. And then last but not least, do you EDC a fixed blade? If not, why? The reason I do not, I haven't really gotten too deep into the fixed blade world. I have what's it called, like a fixed buoy, and a couple of other like 2-3 inch fixed blades. But I see the beauty in it. It's like traditional knives from earlier. I see the beauty in it, but I just haven't quite gotten there myself yet. I will. It's, you know, once I'm content with the folding knives area of knives and EDC, I think fixed blades and traditionals will be next on the list. So with all that being said, thank you all very, very much for making it to this point in the video, all the questions, all of the support for the channel. I do have a lot of other stuff on its way to you guys. It's just been, like I said, a really, really rough go as far as time and making sure that I'm not putting out crap videos for you guys. That's why I wanted to do this Q&A type video for you guys, because it's easy for me to just sit and answer your guys' questions and make sure that I'm, you know, trying to be as honest and open with you guys about these questions as possible. I don't have to think about it. If I'm just sitting here being honest, it's easy. So it basically makes itself. So with all that being said, congratulations, MC. We will get you, or send me an email. We'll get you whatever you want, $25 gift card, a knife, whatever you want out to you. And then we will be doing another giveaway for, I think, 250 subscribers. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you all very much. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.